Yeah.
You could become like, imagine if they did like a LaFell skin for Yuzong and you voiced it.
Roar.
Well, let's get it.
Well, we get back into the land of Son here for game number 2 between Formerical Esports and Nightmare Esports on the blue and red side, respectively. It does look like a good amount of abuse happening in the mid lane already for the side of Xerox, especially. Hiko, he's coming in.
All right, Jasmine could be in trouble here. He's only level 1. Yahiko on the board again. First blood for Miracle.
What did I say about friendship? Does that not show the sign of friendship?
Oh, clock. Gonna find too easy for Lexi. I guess they're not gonna commit to it further, so they back off, as you were saying, the friendship.
When a friend is in need,
Yes,
is a friend indeed. I never understand that.
To be honest, now that you say it, I don't really get it either.
I don't get why do you say that?
Why do your friends have to be in need, you know? Oh, hold on.
Oh, well, that's why. Too easy for Lexi, just decimated. Into the jungle he goes. Right now, this is a great start for Yahiko here for Formerical.
A very strong opening here, and that's exactly what Formerical Esports is going to be looking for in the next few moments. I do notice Yahiko is in the jungle again. This time he's not on like one of those assassin heroes. Is this just a complete role swap for Formerical?
No, see, if the opponent has prepared for something else, just bring in something different. This is the idea, this is the mindset, and having a 2-kill lead on the Martis, that's an amazing start. And like I said, damage is great.
We'll see if they can actually commit to it further. Still going to be going. Turtle still going to be held there for now. Waiting for a couple more level 4s being available. For Miracle, they want to be careful how they approach this right now. Nightmare Esports going to go ahead and take control of the Turtle. Jasmine going to take the brunt of the damage. He will go down. Hybrid able to get that kill. Still going to be working for it. And they get the Turtle.
Whoa.
Too easy for Lexi. NetherRealm going to come down as well. Jack is there. Clock in trouble, he will fall, and still battling it out here. Too easy for Lexi, just in the brush. Hybrid gonna jump in, but Jack with that body of Smith will be just fine.
That was a very long fight, almost lasted 2 seasons here, but it did conclude in the end with a pretty nice bow at the end. We could see that after all of that, Nightmare Esports still does have the superior control over objectives like the Turtle Pit, thanks to that anti-armor from Alexi. But Formerical Esports does seem to be setting up some pretty good fights.
I just like that Nightmare Esports, they already understand what they're willing to sacrifice. Because at that point, they only sent Jasmine to just zone everyone away. And they completely understand there was a high chance that he could die. And they are okay with that. And I like that they understand that Mobile Legends is a game of trading. We will trade one for more.
So they were sending Jasmine in as a peace offering.
Exactly.
Not a bad idea, you know. Sometimes you need friends, sometimes you need to sacrifice your friends. For now, though, Clock setting up the ambush.
Clock gonna go in. He has to kind of back off from this, though. There's too much that could happen here, and they do disengage for now.
Yeah, I kind of feel like looking at the rotation coming in from Formerical Esports, they were ready to actually re-engage on that gold lane. But for some reason, it looks like Xerox kind of had a change of pace. It's like, yeah, we can't win that, so let's not do that.
Well, I mean, it's not a bad idea, but that would have been if it was in game 1, for example. In this case, Formerical Esports actually has a comp that wants to put a good amount of pressure on Nightmare Esports. Of course, it's not as if Nightmare doesn't have a good early game. In fact, with the Durov and the Bruno, they still have to be quite respectful, but they do have the tools now. What needs to change in terms of their engagement?
I would say what needs to change is their positioning before a fight starts. Because, for example, the Turtle is going to be up right now. Oh. And they need to be in a position that they can kill someone.
Clock going to find the target again. Big bouncing Clock going to keep them at bay. And there you go, all set up for the Turtle.
Yeah, and right now, Nightmare Esports, they got a lot out of that last engagement.
Jasmine going in with a Blade Dragon, finding Xerox. They take him down. Now the penalty zone from Jack to follow up. Yahiko will be in trouble. Turtle there. It's going to be secured by Too Easy for Lexi, and they grab another kill on top of it.
Ooh, that was just a complete steamrolling by Nightmare Esports. A beautiful setup by Jasmine. He's sick of being the peace offering. He wants to be the initiator. Finds a Xerox, and then a beautiful 3-man penalty zone. Was positioning the issue there again?
Yeah, definitely, because here's the thing. For Miracle, if they had a better position when they're spread out a little bit, making it more difficult for Jack to make a decision, it might have been a little bit better, and they could sweep everyone together. So for Miracle, they already used a lot on Nightmare.
Yeah.
And then Nightmare is like, well, what do they have left? Nothing? We're going to go in. So I kind of feel like positioning was an issue there, and overcommitting to a non-confirmed kill. That was also another mistake. Perhaps a more mistake when it comes to the experience.
Yeah, you can definitely see that for Miracle. There's a sense of immaturity in the way that they're approaching this, which is kind of weird considering this is a team that's been together a long time.
Oh, that's rough. Lunatic Panda gonna fall down. Hiko, once again, trying to get to the safety of the turret. Cammy just waiting there. Clock gonna charge up once again. He's gonna just get out of dodge, leaving Yahiko to his own. Yahiko gonna try to Mortal Coil out, but he will go down by Jack plus the turret. And they're on the run for now. Cammy once again, Jack just completely on this side of the jungle.
Clock took one look at that situation and said, Yahiko, you're on your own.
Like you said, sometimes you gotta help out your friends, sometimes you gotta sacrifice them. That was one of the situations where you're like, nah, fam, nah.
It's on you.
I can see the future, and it doesn't look good for two of us. Let it just be bad for one of us.
I can go to hell and back for you, bro, but I didn't sign up for this one.
But not right now.
Not right now. Can you take a rain check?
But yeah, I kind of feel like it was the right choice. Because it's better if just one of you died than both of you died. But at this point, for Miracle, the draft is kind of built for the early game.
Well, Clock is going to decide to go in once again. Jack is going to be fine with the Nether Realm. Jasmine looking for his own entry.
Whoa.
Goes in under the turret completely. They're going to have to battle it out. Hybrid's going to flicker out. Still going to be going. Conceal use as well. Torn apart memory. Xerox finally falls. Soul will get away. They get the flicker out. Yahiko running, but Cammy going to go in and get the kill under the turret. And they just destroy for Miracle Esports.
I think it's generally not a good situation when the guy with the football is chasing down the destroyer of worlds, you know? Like, this is a bit too much of a difference already. A 6K net worth lead for Nightmare Esports when For Miracle actually is supposed to have a pretty solid early game comp. What are the chances of coming back into this?
Not good.
Not good, huh?
But not, not a complete loss, because when I say that is because Cammy in the previous
Marshall was like, yeah, I guess we're jumping back in.
He's like, should we not? You want to let that happen more?
Do we really want to separate these two again after all this time? Well, we have no choice because we have to jump back into the Land of Dawn. Nightmare Esports, 7.5K net worth lead, 8.5 minutes in. The first Lord already secured very easily.
You know what's crazy? Imagine those two get to go to the Philippines. Because they're the two qualifying teams. But meanwhile, in the bottom lane, all right, they already get the Nether Realm out. They're probably just going to get a couple turrets from this. But yeah, that's just throwing that in the wind there. What if that happens?
A couple is more than zero. But in terms of it will happen.
There you go.
Need that confidence, Naisu.
There it is.
Don't say might.
No, because there's still a lot of things that can happen here.
Imagination is free. Keep using it.
All right.
Am I the only one that just saw Hybrid completely whiff the final slash for no reason?
Oh, really?
Yeah, he just used it on literally nothing in the middle of the lane.
Hey, don't be like that, man.
I guess he was thrown off by the Promance.
Yeah.
Everyone cannot focus because of that now, but we do still have to focus a little bit because that Lord is pushing up top lane. Nightmare Esports able to already get another 2K net worth advantage in just a few moments since the Lord was taken. And with only inhibitors standing, I imagine this is going to be a very difficult defense for Miracle Esports. Let's find out whether or not they can do so.
No, honestly, it's going to be very difficult because look at the wave kill here. Oh, look at that. This does not look good for Miracle.
Oh! Jasmine gonna jump in, flicker there, the response can't find the kick he's looking for, so they're just gonna battle it out here. They're going for it. Clock finally gonna fall, final slash comes through. Still the Lord's gonna be up, they have to deal with it, but they just can't do it in time. Still going forward, and Nightmare Esports will sweep the series.
A 2-0 victory for Nightmare Esports means that they are one step closer to entering the top 2 of